Welcome back, my friends. Great Day is very excited to be on the road this week in St. Charles, Missouri. Now, of course, we're not the first to visit this historic city. A couple of guys, what were they? Oh, yeah, Lewis and Clark. They beat us by about 220 years, give or take. But thanks to a hidden gem located right on the riverfront, you can relive those bygone days of adventure and exploration. So join me as we take a tour of the Lewis and Clark Boathouse and Museum. The banks of the Missouri River in St. Charles, bridges and buildings aside, haven't changed much since Meriwether Lewis and William Clark launched their famous expedition here more than 215 years ago.
They must have just been enthralled by some of the things they saw and the experiences they had, although it was extremely difficult. It was unbelievable. It took 2.5 years approximately, and there were about 40 people. They described so many plants and so many animals that were new, and the map making was amazing.
Mimi Jackson founded the original St. Charles Lewis and Clark Museum more than 35 years ago, but remarkably, we are the first to ever interview her on camera.
Our original museum, very close to Main Street, opened in 1985, and it operated there for 18 years. And about that time is when all the enthusiasm for the Lewis and Clark bicentennial was just exploding.
That explosion in demand led to the construction of this, the current Lewis and Clark Boathouse and Museum, nestled appropriately right on the river.
The uniqueness of this center, first of all, is the fabulous location on the river. Looking across, you just see trees. You get an idea of what it was when Lewis and Clark were here.
Nearly every detail here is designed to take visitors back to 1804, when a brave group of explorers forged into the unknown.
And it's like they can almost recreate the journey themselves.
Fresh water, wildlife, trade, these were all important parts of that journey, so they are important parts of the museum as well. The animal scavenger hunt is a big hit with kids.
And even the adults get into it. But of course, the amazing thing is the view of the river. It was the first highway west.
And if you're wondering how Lewis and Clark navigated that highway, well, look no further than the boathouse, built right into the museum. The Lewis and Clark Boathouse and Museum owns the world's only set of full-sized, fully operational replica boats from the Lewis and Clark era. This is the largest of those boats. It's a 55-foot-long keelboat made of cedar by hand. Occasionally, these boats do take to the water for special events, but otherwise they are right here for visitors to view. I learned a lot during my trip here today, which shouldn't come as a surprise since the staff is made up almost entirely of retired teachers.
They love to keep on teaching. I would say the people that have worked here and have been part of it all these years, that would be my favorite thing.
Cannot wait to take the kids back there. The museum and boathouse is open daily and welcomes about 25,000 visitors every year. They love to host school groups too. For more information, visit lewisandclarkboathouse.org, or you can call 636-947-3199. Tell you what, you can check out the museum this Friday right after you join us live for our On the Road show at the Foundry Arts Center. As we mentioned, breakfast provided by the Bike Stop Cafe at 8 in the morning. Then the show kicks off at 9. After that, do some shopping on historic Main Street and visit the Lewis and Clark Boathouse and Museum. They'll be open this Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
How did I not know about this place?
I thought exactly the same thing. I was so embarrassed to admit to these people, because you do this long enough, you feel like you've been everywhere, especially in St. Charles. I had never been in there. It's gorgeous.
Could you imagine being a Native American and seeing one of those boats going up the river?
Exactly.
That'd be something.
Exactly.